My name is Colonel Nontapol Attanand. Nontapol, which is mean Nontapol, and Attanand, Attanand, which is my surname.
Surname. So you are too young. You look too young. I've been cheated by these old Thai people who saying that their age is over 90 years old, but they look like a 60-year-old. So I don't want to be cheated again here. You look too young, but are you a Korean War veteran?
Actually not. I'm not a Korean War veteran. My grandfather used to be a Korean War veteran. He was a first veteran commander who went to Korea to fight as a Royal Thai Army troop in the Korean War.
What's his name?
He is at the time. Right now, his rank is Field Marshal, and he is already dead. But he at that time he was Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Attanand.
Could you spell his name? What's his first name?
Kreing Kai. Attanand is the same surname as my surname, so Attanand.
So he was Lieutenant Colonel, and he was a commander, field commander. How many soldiers did he take with him to Korea? Do you know?
Actually, a whole battalion, so probably 1,000 people. I'm not quite sure. 1,000 men, I think. More than 1,000, maybe 1,200 something, but I'm not quite sure about the exact number because it's a long time ago and I cannot find the record for the history.
So when the Korean War broke out, he left for Korea for the first time from here, right?
Yes.
So he must have left October of 1950, right?
Not really, because at first time he was trained in Thailand first, because it was the first time ever of Thai people to go fight abroad in Korean War. You know, Korea is the weather and its atmosphere around there is totally different. It's not like Thailand, which is hot. Therefore, the government, after the government signed the contract that we will help UN to fight, we already prepared the troop to go there, which is, I think, 6 months time period for training. So he come afterward, and after the first broke out of Korean War.
Right. So do you know exactly when he was there in Korea? What month and year?
I know that in 1950, but I'm not quite sure about the date, exact date. Maybe I'm not quite sure that maybe December or.
He was in the first rotation, right?
Yes.
First dispatchment from the Thai to Korean War.
Yes.
So that was October 22nd that the first rotation of the Thai soldiers left for Korea. October 22nd, 1950. So he must have been arrived in Korea, in Busan area by November, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What did he tell you? I mean, were you able to hear from him about his battle experience?
Well, because of he was dead before I was born, you know.
Yeah.
But I have heard his story from my father.
Your father?
Yes.
Okay, what did he say to you about his father's battle experience?
Well, when the first time he was there, he felt like it's too cold actually, because because of the temperature, and for the operation, it's quite similar as what he was training before, because he is a battalion commander, right? And he was fight from the Busan up north until I think Pyeongchang. It's
Yeah.
very close to Pyongyang.
Yeah.
But until then, it took about a year for fighting, and he was rotated to another troop.
I see. Currently, you are, what is your rank?
I'm a colonel.
You are
Actually.
colonel.
Yes,
Full colonel.
full colonel.
Very high.
Well, because I was joined in the army since I was 18 when I was a cadet. Therefore, it's a
You are a career officer.
yes.
When did you enter the Army Academy?
1990 ปี
You're getting old.
2539
Yes,
ใช่ป่ะคะ
I'm turning 40 now.
Come on, you are young.
1996
1996.
1996. How old? How long is it, the Army Academy? Is it 4 year or 5 year?
It's actually it's 2 years of AFAP school, which is Armed Force Preparation School, and 5 years of cadet school. I mean,
So did you serve it 7 years?
yes, for school times. But I actually I did have a chance to study abroad when I was a cadet.
Where did you go?
Australia.
Huh?
Australia. I graduated from Australia.
Austria?
Australia.
Australia
Yeah, that's right.
So you were selected to spend the last 2 years,
No, 5 years.
5 years in Australian
Yes.
Army Academy.
Yes.
Wow. So what did you do there? I mean, what did you learn from Australian Army Academy?
Well, I think it's quite similar as Thai Army. So yes, it's nothing different.
Nothing different.
But the key thing that different is language and friends, because they are foreigners, and also the atmosphere around there, because it's Australia is just like a European guys. It's
Right.
just like a European atmosphere, but it's combined between European culture and Asian culture, because it's down south, you know.
Exactly. So did you know that Australia also participated in the Korean War?
Yes, I know that.
Did they talk about the Korean War there?
No,
No?
not really.
Yeah. See, everywhere the Korean War has been known as forgotten war.
Yes, that's right.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You are the full colonel.
Actually, I think because between the times when it was 1945, which is World War II, it's the biggest war in the world. That's why the Korean War is just like a small war for every people. That's why it's called forgotten war in the world.
Right. But do you think it's fair to call forgotten war when Korea become 11th largest economy in the world, out of ashes, total destruction? When your grandfather was in Korea, Korea was miserable place in the world. But now it's 11th largest economy, actually bigger than Thailand economy.
Yes, I know.
And we are trying to help our Korean War veterans here in Thailand. So, based on this whole story, it's a beautiful story, right? But still has been forgotten. Is it fair?
I think it's unfair. It's
Right?
unfair, yeah. And also, I know that actually, with the contract between 1953,
Yeah.
it still say that Korea is still at war.
Yeah.
But everyone doesn't know about this.
Yeah.
except for the people who learn about the history. For example, like I used to be a liaison officer. That's why I know that it has an admittance contract that's still active to show that Korea is in the wartime, but we stopped to fight. I mean, we stopped to use the gunfight. It's like a politician style, politician things. But yeah,
It's not fair.
it's not fair.
Actually.
It's not fair.
And did you learn anything about Korean War when you were growing up, when you were in high school or when you were in Army Academy? Did they teach anything about the Korean War?
Just a little bit, just a little bit. But
Do you know how many Thai soldiers been killed during the Korean War?
actually, I can't remember the exact number but I know that because I was study when I tried to apply for liaison officer, but it's 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Where in the liaison officer? Where were you?
In Korea.
In Korea?
Yeah.
So you were there, right?
Yes.
So you know that more than 160 Thai soldiers been killed.
Yes, I know that.
And Thailand was the only country that actually sent the troops from the 1950 up to 1972. 25 rotations.
Yes.
So that means that Thai has contributed significantly to what Korea is right now. But,
And you know-
but you don't teach.
And you know that my father used to post to Korea as well, as when he was a lieutenant. He was there in I think 1969.
So that's why we are trying to do this. I have been interviewing more than 20 war veterans from Thailand, Army, Air Force, and Navy, and we want to make it into educational material so that teachers can use it. What do you think?
That's I think that's a good idea because you will widespread the knowledge of the Korean War history to around the world, to other people. Because actually right now I think not many people knows about Korean War.
In Thailand.
In Thailand and also around the world.
Exactly.
Because I used to talk to U.S. people who is served in the army in Korea.
Yeah.
He said that normal people might not know about the Korean War, and not even though America, I mean U.S. people still there, still active in serve in the
yes,
Korean War
yeah.
as a UN people.
Yeah. More than 30,000 American soldiers
Yes.
is there.
Yes.
And they've been stationing there since the Korean War.
Yes, until now.
Until now. But they don't talk about the Korean War. It's a shame.
Actually, they talk, but just talk only for inside the troop. Just only people who work as an officer or relate to soldier, and that's it. For normal people, they didn't know.
So that's why I went to General Bandit, arranged a meeting with the professor at Army Academy here in Thailand. I visited Army Academy and I met the Professor Song Nui, and they are preparing a big seminar next year for the 70th anniversary of the Korean War, June 23rd. Do you know about that?
I don't know about that
Oh.
before,
I
but
think-
if I know, I would like to attend as well.
Absolutely. I will invite you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No. You should be informed about this big conference because the princess is in charge of preparing this big conference for the next year. Okay? So, let me ask you this question. Be honest, okay? I know you are the army officer right now, but I want to ask you a private kind of perspective about it. They also invited Russia and Chinese representative to the conference. Right? What do you think about this?
So, well, actually, Chinese and Russia is
It's
they
a
they
formal-
they join in the other side
Exactly.
at that time, right?
Exactly.
Not this time, you know,
Not
but
this time, right?
when it's war time. So I think it's they might have some different mindset and different thinking about the war.
Okay. So that's the question that I want to ask you. Now, I don't want you to be sided with Russia, China, or South Korea,
Okay.
or whatever, okay? But Thailand has been known as the country who never been under the Western colony. Thailand has maintained its independence throughout the whole history.
Yes.
What is the secret of it?
Well, actually, the secret of it is I think it's about the king politicians.
Uh-huh.
He, we have I think we have a best king mindset. How can I say it? Just hang on a second. I will explain in Thai.
อังกฤษ
คือก็นึกไม่ออก คือพระเจ้าอยู่หัวท่านมีพระปรีชาสามารถในด้านที่จะปกครองประเทศนะครับตั้งแต่สมัยรัชกาลที่ 5 หรือว่าสมัยก่อนๆที่เรายอมสูญเสียดินแดนส่วนน้อย เพื่อที่จะรักษาดินแดนส่วนใหญ่ไว้เรามีเทคนิคท่านมีเทคนิคในการที่จะปกครองแล้วก็ในการที่จะสร้างความสัมพันธ์กับบุคคลประเทศอื่นๆ โดยเฉพาะยุโรปนะครับท่านสามารถที่จะคานอำนาจระหว่างI talk about he can balance between the power of the European
France
power
and Great Britain.
yes
Yes.
and also Russia
Yeah.
at that time what I'm talking is we just moved back to since
Okay.
King Rama V. So he can balance of power and he try to make a friends in every foreign countries.
Yeah.
Like for example, like he went to European, I think twice.
Yeah.
He went to France, he went to Russia and take a picture with
Emperors.
I think Emperor Tsar Nicholas. Yeah.
So basically, the King Lama V, he was playing good diplomacy and
Yes.
politics with these Western powers, so that he could balance the power, all right, between these two superpowers.
And he can
maintain-
stand off his role.
Exactly.
You know, he know his role and he know where to go and he know what to do in his role.
I think Koreans need to learn from Thailand about this.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm very, very interested in the facts that next year's seminar, Army Academy invited Chinese, Russian, Korean, American, all these people, so that we can talk about peaceful coexistence. Right? I think that's a brilliant move.
And you can share the idea together
Yes.
and to know their mindset because right now everything is different. You know, it's kind of like Russian government have another mindset and another thinking of the Korean maybe in the Korean peninsulas and some stuff like that.
When were you in Korea as a liaison officer? When was it?
2013 until 2014. It's 7 years ago.
Wow. So you were there, and where did you live?
I live in Yongsan base,
Yongsan.
but right now the base is moved
know.
from the Yongsan to Pyeongtaek already.
My house is right there in Yongsan, Itaewon.
All right.
Yeah.
So I went there a lot because
So-
it's very close to Yongsan base.
So what do you think about this modern Korea?
Sorry?
What do you think about this Korea?
Uh-huh.
Economy, democracy, all these things. What do you think?
I think right now for the economy, Korea is just like a development country already. So you have a good economy system and have a good high. You have a high technologies, and but for some political things, I think it has some problems inside between the government and the protest, not the protester, just the other side.
Opposition party.
Yeah, opposition
Yeah.
party. But it's happened in every country, you know.
Every country.
So it's just like a politician things.
Yeah.
But for the economy system, technology system, and some stuff like environmental system and stuff like that, you have like a fly from from the earth to the moon because you already develop everything and it's quite. And I heard that for example, like you have a mountain was made by garbage, right?
Yeah. Garbage,
Yeah,
yes.
You have a mountain, whole mountains was made by garbage. So I quite amazing that how can you do that? Because you can recycle everything into and make it into soil and put it into the mountain, and you can plant the forest in there. So that's mean that you have like a high technologies and high innovation of your job and everything. So
You're
it's
pretty good. You're pretty good. But my question is that what would your grandfather say if he is alive and to see that Koreans are making mountain with the garbage and high tech and well-developed economy,
And well
11th in the
economy
world.
as
Yeah.
well.
So what do you think that your grandfather would say about it?
I think he will surprise. He will surprise because when it was in the wartime, I have seen a lot of pictures there, and I have heard it from my father that Korean is just like a very poor country, and everything is just like a broken already because the family is broken. You cannot live in there because of the war affect the peoples and economics and everything, and also that just like Korean people try to, I think, move out at the time because to get the better life, better cost, better living or something like that. But right now is everything changed. Everyone would like to go to Korea to visit, to go to travel, or maybe go to work. Even in Thailand, a lot of Thai people try to apply for a job there because of good economic, good money, etc. That's why I think my grandfather will surprise.
And be happy,
Yes,
right?
yes, true.
There are about 100,000 Thai people getting jobs in Korea and working there. This is an amazing story, isn't it? Thailand soldiers, about 15,000 soldiers went to Korea from 1950 to 1972 to help Korea. Now, Thai people getting jobs in Korea. This is wonderful story.
Yes, this is wonderful story.
And
as
I
well.
think we need to teach about it here in Thailand.
And you need to teach about how to develop your system start from below zero until now it's quite like 100 or something like that.
I think you need to quit the army and working with me in my foundation.
Do you think so?
Yeah? You don't want it, right? I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it. But could you show me what that you brought? What is that? the
Up.
lift top up to your chin. Yes.
Okay.
What is that?
This is this is a plaque that MPVA gave it to my grandfather as a Korean War veteran heroes.
Wow. That's an honor.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me read it. 2016 Korean War hero, Korean Guard Attanand. This plaque is presented in founders memory of Field Marshal, your grandfather, who was selected as the Korean War hero of the month for April 2016 in recognition of and appreciation for his distinguished service during the Korean War, thus contributing enormously to the defense of freedom and democracy and the rebirth of the Republic of Korea. Issued on 21 April 2016, Minister of Patriots and Veterans Affairs, Republic of Korea, Park Sung-chun.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, that minister, Park Sung-chun, used to work with me. Used to work with him whenever he come to the United States. I helped him. So I know him very, very well. And I know really he appreciated what your grandfather did. Okay?
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
That's very good. Do you have children?
Yes, I have one girl and another one is inside my
It's
wife
coming.
coming. Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. So you are very productive.
Not really because I married for about almost 6 years. Just have only 2 kids.
Ah, only 2?
Yes.
How many do you want?
Maybe 3. But it depends on because of her age. It's just like turning 35,
Okay.
which is it's hard. It's quite difficult to have give birth. That's why maybe 2 maybe enough.
Yeah.
But if I can, maybe one more.
Yeah. So you are the Korean War veterans' descendants, right?
Mhm.
Do you have any benefit from Korean government?
Actually, I have got the ได้เหรียญ
The middle.
the medal.
Yeah.
I have got the medal. Actually, my grandfather have got the medal, and my dad has got the medal as well, and I also myself. And for the benefit of the medal is I can use the electricity for cheaper than other people.
Because you
Just-
are the Korean War veteran.
Yes.
That's great.
And also for about the water system,
Ah.
I can use the water in 20% off every month.
You are full colonel. You're making a lot of money, right? From
Well, basically, for colonel rank in my country is not the
not the richest.
not a good. Yeah.
But can your children apply for scholarship from Korean government if they're going to be in the college?
Actually, I have to have a look at the regulation again because if I use from my grandfather, it's just only 2 generations, which is finished at myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure that I can apply for myself for the scholarship
For your children.
for my
So
children as well.
What do you think that your grandfather would say to the Korean people for next year, which is 70th anniversary of the breakup of the Korean War? Has never been replaced by the peace treaty. What do you think the grandfather will say to the Korean people?
Actually, for my grandfather's opinion, I think he would like to get 2 Koreans to be in peace. I mean, to combine 2 Korean together or some stuff like that, or even you can combine together. it should be in peace already, because it's just like 70 years for war times already. And every year you have to be just like a commercial war, you know, like for example, like North Korea try to show that they have some missile or some stuff like that, or some military powers. And also in the for the South Korean side, also try to show that it has they has like a TAS system, which is a anti-missile system or some stuff like that. And it's just like sometimes I think that you spend a lot of time and spend a lot of money to do that commercial, which is maybe true or not, right? So if this both country already get in peace, even though they cannot to be as one country, or they can combine to one country, it's okay. You know, you can use the money to go to pay for something else, like the economic system, medical system, or some stuff like that.
Very good point. Very good point. These days, the military-industry complex, which is making weapons, we spend too much money on it, and because of that, we are in a situation that we have to feel like that we have to fight, you know. So, very important point that the power of the military-industrial complex is really getting rampant and too dominant. I think that's a very good point. What is your ambition in the Thailand army?
Well, actually, for my career part, I think next year, I'm gonna apply for to be as a army attaché in Korea. But I have to fight with other candidates first.
But I think this plague will get you in Korea.
Oh, thank you very much. I try to. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I try to use everything to support my resume to apply for the army attaché.
Your grandfather will smiling at you on this interview, and when you are going to Korea as a liaison office, military attaché there. So I want to thank your grandfather for his fight for Korean people, and I want to thank you your continuing loyalty and friendship to the Korean people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much too.
And please do something for the good relationship between these two countries. Would you?
I think if I got the position to go to do as an army attaché, I can do my best. I will do my best to keep friendship between Thai and Korea.
And support my foundation for our educational project, working with the teachers here in Thailand, so that we can publish the curriculum book for teachers here in Thailand and also young generations in Thailand, like your children.
Okay. I will try to support my best.
Okay, everybody listen to that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.